Welcome everyone to round 1 of the new season of Performance Racing League. We start today in Albert Park with the Premier Tire. Welcome back everyone, we got some new names and some old champions in this new season of PRL that we hope will be very close and of course very fun to watch. We start in a classic race to kick off the season like Albert Park. So we are following Steinmine. Let's enable the telemetry, lap data, and I think we can go. Let's see this lap from Steinmine. Of course, Albert Park in F1 2022, just like in real life, got some track updates, and we will see if the drivers will like these new track updates. Steinmine goes the quicker and his lap gets invalidated. Bartu, I don't know how to pronounce his name honestly. Bartu goes quickest 1:19.1. Rustielken follows 1 second slower. Steinmine got his lap invalidated like we said, and G Ince also got his lap invalidated. On a lap we have KRS, another new name that joined this year in Premier Tire. Let's see how good it will be. Coming out the first sector, 26.8. Purple first sector. Hello everyone who is joining the stream. Let's go on board with KRSC. Adri meanwhile goes quickest, and JK Bias follow 4/10 of a second slower. Oh, a bit wide I think, or was that a good corner from KRSC? Oh, a bit of lag from the Alfa Romeo driver. Will this affect his first ever lap in his PRL career? Oh, nearly losing at the final turn. Let's see if it's still a good lap. Oh, he's on pole position. Of course it's a good lap. By a very small margin on Adri K17, or better name Adri. Steinmine got his lap invalidated, he's trying another go now. Not the best middle sector overall. And gets his lap invalidated another time. Not a good qualifying starter from the Alpine driver. We got Micefish here. Micefish enters the pits now. Dr. Flick on a lap. Driving now for AlphaTauri. And Dr. Flick going P3. Pretty close between the first three drivers, KRSC, Edu and Dr. Flick. We are 6 right now on the stream. Welcome everyone who just joined. And oh, Ankbank with his Ferrari spins, and we'll have to start another lap and change the front wing because he has got damage. No one on a lap right now, or I think so. Tambar not on a lap, just first on a lap. Let's see how it goes. Oh no, he's not on a lap. Only Thatcher entry in the pits. Dr. Flick is the only one on a lap right now, coming out the middle sector. Isn't improving by... Oh, and he does a massive corner cut, which costs him the validation of the lap. And Rustielken is on an outlap. And we'll try a go to improve his P10. Calces who's been champion, the last champion of Premier Tire, is in the pits, hasn't tried a lap yet. Rusty got again his lap invalidated. Truly McQueen nearly loses it. And he goes P4. Truly McQueen. Great lap from him. Dr. Flick in the pits, as well as Keresi and Edri. JK Bass, who has been involved in a great three-ways title fight last season in Tier 1, has been promoted to Premier Tire and is now looking to win the most prestigious title of the whole PRL family. He's on an outlap, but he's using DRS and warming his tires. Let's see if it will directly aim to the pole position. Let's see if this driver can they improve time, their time they have a little bit, or maybe the 1:17.8 is already a great time from KRC. And goes for a lap now, JK Bass. Let's fall on board. Fastest through the first sector. Great start from JK Bass in his Aston Martin. Coming out the middle sector. And is not the quickest, but still improving by 0.3 of a second. He will, I think, definitely be in the top 3 if he can hold this lap together. Coming at the last corners, where will JK Bass go? He has been relegated to P6, but he will definitely improve because he's done a pretty good lap. JK Bass goes P3 as I predicted. Only 9 thousandths of a second behind Adri, so very close time. He could have gone on the front row, but I think he will have time for one or another 2 tries maybe. And Calzes, the reigning champion, goes P1 by a small margin. Meanwhile, we haven't Victor today, which has competed for the championship with Calzes last season. He won't be present at the first race at Albert Park. I think Tarils or Rankbank. I don't know, I think Tarils is his substitute today. Adrian a lap. He just needs a small improvement to go into P1. I don't think he has gone quickest in the first 2 sectors, but let's see. Coming out the final corners. Bit of a lockup, and this will affect his lap or not. I think so, and unfortunately Edri stays P2. Oh no, goes P2. He was P3 before, and by a very small margin he could have easily stole the provisional pole to Calzes, but for now stays P2. He will have another go later on in his qualifying. Meanwhile, improving also Dr. Flick. We stay on board with him. Oh, Dr. Flick, he goes wide. His lap isn't invalidated, so maybe has he gained a bit of time. He has risked to invalidate his lap, but I definitely think he has gained some time by taking that corner in that risky way. Dr. Flick goes P4, relegating JK Bass to P5. Look how close is the top 8. In half a second we got the first 8 drivers, which are Calces, Adri, KRSC, Dr. Flick, JK Bass, Jasforce, Bartu, and truly McQueen. And I think Dr. Flick is going for another lap, and will this allow him to go for even another lap later on? I don't think he's or maybe he is pushing to enter the pits quickly, change his tires and go for the final run. Yeah, he just cut the corner, so definitely doing it. We got a comment. Yeah, I agree. Premier tire, full grid, only one driver missing, which is Victor, but we can say it's pretty much a full grid. So let's hope to see more action. We are 15. That's a really nice number. Nice to see many people involved. And truly McQueen gets an emoji of Zeta McQueen. Are you looking to go into the top 5, truly McQueen? Do you think you can go there, improve by like half a second? Or will you aim like for P7 or P6? Or pole position? I don't know if he's still on the stream. But very soon the drivers will go for that final run. Look at the improvement on Barta. That was his previous lap. Improves by 1/10 of a second. Hopefully improve. Yeah, every driver I think is hoping that. So good luck, truly McQueen, on your final run. Coming at the end of second sector, Barta. I mean at the end of the lap. Let's see where he can go. He's P7 right now. P8 because Damar has gone P7, but Barta will go P6. That's a pretty good improvement. But the scrap for the pole position is between Calces and Adri. Many drivers going out now. KRSC on an out lap. The only one of the top 5 on an out lap. Now joined by Dr. Flick and Calces and Jasforce. Everyone going for their final run of the first qualifying of the season. Edwin still in the pits. He's on an out lap now, as the graphics say. I think it's a bug, because here it is. On an out lap, Adri ready to try to steal the pole position from the reigning champion Calces. As well will be looking KRSC, who is going for a lap right now. Let's follow him. Dr. Flick starts his lap. Oh, was that a wheel on the track? I don't know. Also Calces on a lap. Maybe it's of Rusty Elken, which just retired. But KRSC goes quickest onto the first sector. Let's see if he can take pole position at his first ever race here in PRL. How Calces lap is looking. Oh, he just started this lap. Ooh, Adri still warming his tires. I thought he lost it, honestly. Coming at the last corner, Kerosene. He will have another go maybe if his tires and fuel hold it. Kerosene comes at the last corner to go onto pole position. Kerosene. And oh, Calces going slowly. Calces is going slowly. Maybe he aborted his lap. Adri had a good improvement, so Calces is out of pole position contention. What about Adri and Dr. Flick? Dr. Flick is improving. Only Thatcher goes P5, JK Bass goes P6. He's still P6 and still on a lap. Dr. Flick now on the last corner. Let's see where it goes. Dr. Flick, he is now on pole position by 0.2 of a second on Kerosene. Great lap, very very great lap from Dr. Flick. JK Bass coming on the last corner, goes P5 where he was before. Adri with a bit of a lag, he's still holding lap together. Calces has aborted his lap. Will Adri get pole position? We will find out in a matter of seconds. Adri goes P2 and pole position is of the Alpha Tauri driver, Dr. Flick. Great first qualifying of the season and great lap from Dr. Flick as well. He will now start ahead of the other 18 drivers on the grid, like Will Buxton would say, at the Australian Grand Prix. I will ask the chat some predictions for the race. Who will win in your opinion? And do you think these qualifyings were good? I think pretty much very close times, especially in the top 8. Everyone finished his lap. Tambar, okay. Laps have finished and we're now ready for the race. So the grid is Dr. Flick in first, Adri in second, Suzuki third, Kerosene fourth, Calces fifth, JK Bass sixth, Only Thatcher 7th, Jazz Force 8th, Bart 9th, and P10 Damar 11th, Shirley McQueen 12th, Steinmine 13th, Aiden Jones 14th, Tambar 15th, Terriels 16th, Rusty Elken, and then we have, with no time, Ankbank, G-Ins, and Moist Fish, which will start from the back of the grid. Everyone used 3 sets of soft tire except Damar, which used only 2. And now the drivers will have 2 minutes to set the strategy and prepare everything for the race. I will mute my mic and then we will be back for the beginning of Season 7 of PRL Premier Tire in Australia Albert Park. See you later, guys. Here we go with the race, which is under the rain. Surprisingly, what a way to start this season. We hope to have a clean race, but I think some driver will lose their car and we will have a race full of twists. Let's see the tire, but I think everyone went for the same tire, or it will be even more interesting if they will go maybe for inters and some others for full wets. Let's see. No, everyone is on inters right now. A couple of times in real F1 has rained in Albert Park, and oh, what happened to KRC? He ghosted his car and is blocking the whole field. Calces isn't overtaking him. He now overtook him, but has KRC crashed? Has KRC game crashed? It would be honestly not a nice way to start this season, or is for some other reason paused the game. Another question: why isn't everyone overtaking him? I think because they will have more time to warm their tires. Let's see the last comments. He needs an invite. Well, I am not the one who invites the drivers. I haven't got his PSN, but the invite he got before should be still good for joining. So tell him. Maybe it's a bit late for the start, but he can join later on and still get something from this race. Are you ready, guys? Season 7 is ready to kick off under the rain in Bahrain. Wait for the fire lights. Here they are. 3, 4, and 5. And away we go. And not a very good start from Andrew. Nice terrible. KRC goes on to P2 with the Ghostas car. Great start from Calces, who goes around the outside. Oh, he goes a bit on the grass and nearly loses it. JK Bass also got a great start and goes on to P2. Just forces his wheel to wheel with Suzuki. Tries to go on the inside. Oh, JK Bass goes wide and drops the position to Calces. Many drivers struggling out there in the rain. JK Bass moved up into the podium position. Wheel to wheel, Just Force and Suzuki, with the position that goes to the Tottenham fan. Adri, oh, Adri also got his car ghosted. What a start of this race. Oh, many drivers nearly losing the car. KRC got relegated to P8 and Adri to P10. Dr. Flick goes 1.2 seconds ahead of Calces, which has already gained 2 tenths. Many comments still. You can invite me, Keras SC. I'll try, but Keras, I think the invite you got before is still valid for the. You can still joining with the old invite. I've done a lot of times when the stream crashed. If this doesn't work, I'll invite you. All right. So try this. Enkbank has entered the pits and got the first penalty of the season. Only if you're already on your friend list. I don't understand, Casri. What you mean? Well, let's follow the race. And JK Bus is now closer to Calces. Dr. Flick is pulling off a great gap. JK Bus will be technically in DRS zones, but in DRS zone with the McLaren driver, but we haven't got DRS into the rain for those who are new to the sport. Suzuki closing up to JK Bus. Top 2 meanwhile pulling away. Oh! Suzuki nearly losing it and make the first crash of the season. And now JK Bus can breathe. The drivers gotta stay focused under the rain. Dr. Flick improves his lap time 1:31.6. Calces 2.4 behind. And also Just Force now is very close to the Williams driver of Suzuki. Has Kirasi joined? No, he's still ghosted. Kirasi, if you can't manage to join with the old invite, write me and I'll invite you. Alright? Message here on stream. JK Bus very close now to Calces, which is very much struggling to stay behind Dr. Flick, who just pulled away in these first laps. Yeah, I need an invite. Okay, so alright, I'm trying to invite you, right? Okay. Sorry if we're missing a bit of action, but we're trying to let everyone who participate the race I can't, sorry, but wait. KRS CZ. I can't manage to find you. I think I wrote the name correctly. It's KRS CZ with the last two letters wrote big and also the first letter big. Sorry, I can't manage to find you. But we're now with JK Bus. Yes. Well, I wrote that name correctly. I checked out like 2 or 3 times, but it isn't on the list. It's okay. I'm really sorry you can't participate in the race. I'll maybe try after the race to look for your name for eventual mistakes and then invite you back, maybe for the next race. Alright, so we're back to the race action. Dr. Flick pulling off a nice gap on Calces, and ooh, JK Bus very struggling with Suzuki, which goes into the wall, lose the position to Just Force and Steinmine, but with many others I think later on, because he now will have to enter the pits to change his front wing, which I think is for sure damaged, and 3-second time penalty for Suzuki. Oh, he now needs to let the others pass and not get in trouble with other drivers. Ooh, he needs to watch out. Also, Damar now looking to get a free position from Suzuki. Meanwhile, at the back of the field we have Thatcher, who is trying a very brave move on Aiden Jones. Sends him wide. Will he try to switch back? Yes, but it won't succeed. And Micefish moves up of one position. Will only Thatcher try to go down the inside to retake that position. Now Micefish is right on the tail of Aiden Jones. Oh! Thatcher is trying a different racing line. Steinman goes fastest. Meanwhile, Hankbank got a crash in his race. He's pretty much ruined. Yellow flag in sector 1 and sector 2 for that. Suzuki is now at the back of the field. Only Thatcher. Let's keep follow this battle. Oh, goes a bit wide. Only Thatcher. Will he have got a warning or not? Aiden Jones still ahead. Micefish very close now. Let's see where he can try to move. Oh, let's put the telemetry on, right. 70, they have got pretty much the same battery. Only Thatcher has got 20% more. Micefish gets a better exit and uses now all of his power, as well does Aiden Jones. He's not trying to move there, goes a bit wide. And Micefish gets a better exit. Oh, okay. Is Kirasi back? No, still ghosted. Oh, now Aiden Jones is really struggling. Great exit from Micefish, but taking the slipstream in the rain doesn't work. So he's out of trouble also with only Thatcher, because he went out of the last corner very close to the Alpha Tauri. Very interesting battle between these three drivers. Steinman has closed up to Just Force meanwhile. He's very much closing up. Just Force has got 40% more battery, but Steinman still closing up in a very fast, I will say, way, and goes quickest onto the first sector. Steinman is on fire right now. He gets a look on the inside, trying the best place to make the move on Just Force. And only Thatcher gets past Micefish. Only Thatcher gets past Micefish, which I think he got in trouble. Maybe he spun, because he's now down into P15. Truly McQueen has now been overtook by G-Ints, and JK Bass still on the tail of Calces, the one who drove the perfect race till now is Dr. Flick, but we are still on lap 8 and we are under the rain. But I don't know if my eyes are playing jokes on me. The rain is getting lower, so could we see a dry part in this race? So Kerasi, if you're still there, try to ask to the guys on the Discord if they can invite you, maybe to Rusty. Steinman still having a great slipstream and great ERS usage, but still can't manage to overtake Jaspers. And let's see also our race leader, Dr. Flick, which has proven in these first 9 laps to have a great pace under the rain. Starts now lap 9. Steinman now is super close. But in the rain, with these kind of conditions, you need to be even more closer to try a move. Trying a launch up the inside is very risky and could cost you the race. With a crash! Commentator's curse. Oh! Commentator curse hitting hard also on season 7. So I won't talk. Flick killing it. Oh yes, I agree. But we saw in the past other drivers with great pace who then crashed. Right now a crash is the only thing which could stop Dr. Flick from winning this race, or maybe a safety car. But now the AlphaTauri is comfortably in the lead of this race. Jeans sets the fastest lap, 1:19.8. Oh, sorry, 1:19.8, or was that a 1:29? I think the second option. I didn't so well. And right now, not very much action on track. Steinman, I think, is trying a bit of a different racing line, but that is costing time to Barta, who also tries a different line, more on the inside, which at the moment is working because he's closing up to Steinman. The two corners he just passed are crucial to if you want to gain some time on your competitor. If you take this well, it could be a great advantage. But right now, from P2 to P6 to P7, sorry, we're pretty close. G-Ins isn't much of a threat for the Mercedes driver because he's got a penalty, and now also Aiden Jones got a 3-second time penalty. And oh, Steinman is now 1 second behind Jasforce. Has he lost the car at some point? I don't know. But let's look at the different racing line that Barta is adopting right now. Braking a bit later on this corner, and going first on the inside there, and also more on the inside at this corner. But this for now isn't enough. His power percentage is at 86 and Steinman at 13. So he's got plenty of power, Barta, to try the move, but he will use that smart, not at the first occasion he presents. Oh, now he's at 92, 94, 95, 97. How much power is gaining? He's now on 100%, and now he's using it, but isn't closing up on the main straight. Rain right now has disappeared, I think. Yeah, but the track is still wet, so I don't know if there will be some tire changing. We will switch to slicks in a few laps. This could be an interesting part of the race. Calces has pulled off away from JK Bass a bit, 1 second ahead right now. If the tracks get dry, then the drivers will be ready to switch to slick tires. Damar is very close to Truly McQueen, nearly cuts the corner, so he backs off a bit. Let's follow this battle, then eventually we will be returning up ahead. Jeans goes quickest once again, and Suzuki has retired. Oh yeah, he crashed. And we have a safety car, a virtual safety car, sorry. Will anyone try to pit? Yes, Tambar and only Thatcher and Adri are trying to pit. Will the virtual safety car still be out when Dr. Flick will enter the pits? And now the race gets interesting. Yeah, from P10 to P16 everyone is pitting. Wow, Dr. Flick has slowed down a lot, hasn't he? Maybe to retake some battery. He's now at 100%, Calces on 68. And let's see the tires now. Oh, Adri and Moisefish and also Rusty Alken have gone for slicks. They're trying to gamble there, but oh, this is now interesting. Adri with the ghosted car, I think he crashed too, has got the slicks tire, and this means that his car is controlled by an AI. The AI made the right decisions, so this could be an indication for all the other drivers who are pitting, but for I think the wrong tires. I think it isn't properly intermediate condition. Calces goes for hard tires. JK Bass on mediums, just for some mediums. Steinman and Ince also on mediums. This could have been... oh, meanwhile we have a full safety car. This could have been a race winning decision from Dr. Flick, which is now realizing for sure that the track has dried out, and he could have put the wrong tires on. There is still time with the safety car to go for another pit. KRC has got a 5-second time penalty because he ignored the yellow flag, but the car is still ghosted. Also Barta has pit for a new set of inters. I think with the safety car Dr. Flick could lose less positions, but still not a good scenario for his race. Yeah, Calces it isn't looking to struggle with those hard tires. Let's see if Dr. Flick is still convinced of the decision he has made, or will pit now for slicks. This could be a key moment of the race. Will Dr. Flick pit? He isn't going to the pits. He's still convinced that the intermediate tires are the best tires to go. Oh, and that could have been the reason of the... That could have been the reason of the full safety car. Enkebank, I missed it, sorry. Enkebank spun on the main straight and retired. Yeah, Calces still warming his tires on. Laps to go. Yeah, but now I think it's definitely slick tire condition. Maybe it will take a few more laps to warm up, but I don't think Inters are the best way to go. Also Barta stayed out. Kerosene, I mean Tarils, oh no, everyone has pitted except Kerosene. Oh! And Dr. Flick bumps the wall and will now have to enter the pits to change his front wing. Let's see if the safety car goes in on this lap. No, other drivers still have to bump up on the field. Dr. Flick will enter the pits now to change the front wing. Yes, and that is pretty much ruined his race winning chances. Also Barta enters the pits and Calces then takes the lead under safety car of the Australian Grand Prix. And Tarils still on intermediates, and also Kerosene. But we remember Kerosene is on a ghosted car. And now Calces going for hard tires. Everyone going for medium tires. Now also the strategic part of this race comes in, because there are drivers who think that mediums can hold it to the end, and hards will for sure hold it to the end. How about mediums? We'll find out at the end of the race. Safety car is in this lap. We are ready for the second part of this Australian Grand Prix, the part with the dry track. JK Bass will try to attack the race lead with the quickest tires. Tarils will super struggle now with the Inters. Oh, I think he will pit. Calces going very slowly. And away we go with not a great restart from Calces. Great exit from the last corner by JK Bass. He's taking on the slipstream, but not trying an attack. Still too far Calces, but he's closing up even more now, the Aston Martin. Calces goes a bit wide. He will have now to wait these laps and then other two to get the arrest, JK Bass. if he will get, he will be properly close to try that overtake, but he could try already without DRS because he's taking a really good slipstream, and medium tires are quickest in this first lap of the second and final stint of the race. Oh, a bit wide here. And now Steinman had gone quickest into the first sector. Oh, he's looking for a move. He nearly tucks the back of JK Bass. And now James has his chance to take the podium position. Another time great exit from the last corner of JK Bass. Oh, Aiden just spun meanwhile. Everyone, they have their fastest laps. Now another lap and we will have DRS. Meanwhile, Jeans trying an attack on the outside. That would have been amazing. It would have been even more amazing if he could have afforded this move on Steinman, which now isn't on DRS zone with JK Bass and could be really in trouble because his power usage is already down to 10%. Calces also under attack from JK Bass, who brilliantly managed to keep him behind for a few laps and then be closer by the end of the race when the hard tires will be faster. Now JK Bass needs to clear him as quick as possible. He needs a good exit now. Jeans backed off a bit from the Alpine. Now DRS will be enabled. JK Bass gets the fastest lap. Oh, my fish. Is the boy spun? Yes, it is. We're back at the front with the fight for the lead. Also, keep in mind that tire degradation is lower here in Australia. And Damar gets past Edry. Oh, but Edry is on a ghosted car but manages to stay ahead. Rusty Elkin, 3-second time penalty. JK Bass. Oh, Jeans meanwhile also with a time penalty. Oh, goes a bit wide there and cuts the corner once again, and still isn't managing to get the Steinman. Coming at the last corner. And there we go with the first DRS the first chance to use the DRS on the main straight. Oh, Steinman also 3-second time penalty. And now Jeans is going for the move on the outside. Will he try to switch back? Yes, it will. He's still on the outside. And that's a nice overtake from G-Ins, which gets P4 because now it is relegated with the penalty. Now on podium it will be Chess Force. And let's see if Steinman got an answer to that overtake. Oh, Damar, he has also spun. Let's see the time penalties, about 3 seconds, so Jeans on P4 right now and Steinman on P5. Dr. Flick meanwhile trying the comeback. He's on P10. He had a tremendous pace in the wet, but then ruined everything with the strategy. Will the AlphaTauri drivers play the team game? I don't think so. We are at the First race of the season and only Thatcher pitting. Maybe he has a damage on front wing. And Calces is now pulling away from JK Bass and becoming the main one for the win of the race. And oh, but JK Bass now is closer. There are parts of the track where Calces is going quickest and parts where JK Bass is going quickest. So it's a game of improvement there. Very close now. But still not close enough to make a move, and this could be crucial because tires now in a few laps will play a different game. JK Bass has also more power than Calces. And also Just Force got a penalty, is of 3 seconds, yes. So podium return in the hands of G-Ins. 3, 4 and P3, P4 and P5 shouldn't be changed by the penalties because Adri is 4.1 behind. Wow, that's now good for JK Bass. Now he's close, he's trying a different racing line. Also 3 second time penalty for Barta. And also for Rusty. How is Calces and JK Bass with the penalties? Let's see. Oh, what happened? Calces got 2 warnings. And JK Bass 2 warnings also. 2 warnings. So they are on the edge of a penalty. They're both on the edge of a penalty. And Dr. Flick crashed and retired from this race. But Calces has visibly a better pace now. Tambar 3 second time penalty. Half a second behind now, JK Bass. Steinmine looking for the overtake now on Jeans. Oh, goes on the grass and goes also wide. Now also Jeans has a very low battery percentage. JK Bass still can't manage to get ahead of Calces, and tire advantage he's coming a bit from the McLaren driver and will visibly come in the next laps. Only a penalty can get back the chances for JK Bass to win the race, but also JK Bass will have to drive carefully because he's also on the edge of a penalty. Yeah, but now Calces gaining also on the main straights. Aiden Jones 3 second time penalty. And oh, what happened to JK Bass? To his front wing. Was that a glitch? There's a yellow flag. He's now 1 second behind. Has he gone into the wall? He's staying out. Let's see if he has a grip loss. Just first now, very very close to Steinmine. Steinmine covering the inside. Just first on the outside, trying the switch back, and goes for a very nice overtake on the Alpine, which has still not given up. He tries a better exit, which is covered in a really good way by Jesperson. JK Bass isn't losing time on Calces, so I think that was a bug, because I saw a front wing fly, or maybe it was an hallucination, I don't know. Let's see the penalties, how they're looking. So 6 seconds for Jeans now, 3 for Jespers, 3 for Steinmine, 3 for Barta, 6 for Aiden Jones. The race classification now should be Calces, JK Bass, Jespers, Steinmine, Adri, Jeans, Barta, Truly McQueen, Moisefish, Aiden Jones, Tarils, Rusty Oilkern, only Thatcher, Tambar, only Thatcher, Kirasi and Tambar. JK Bass is doing a nice job to still keep the car in the RS zone with Calces, with the medium tires, which will should be lack of grip in these last few laps. But as I said, maybe it wasn't all of this dumb strategy at all, because grip loss isn't that bad in Australia. And as a bit of a DRS train, so there are two chances that JK Bass wins this. Either Calces get a penalty, either he goes a bit wide, gets on the grass, makes a mistake, and then JK Bass will be close enough to try a move. With 4 laps to go now, or maybe JK Bass will get behind him on his own, finding better exits from the corners. He's putting immense pressure to the reigning champion. And this is the fight for the lead on the last laps, and Truly McQueen gets another penalty. His first penalty of the race. Jeans is closing up, but they're all in a DRS train, and Jeans has got a 6-second time penalty, so it isn't much of the threat. 6-second time penalty got by Jespers also, which cut the corner and lose the position also on track from Steinmine. JK Bass not using his power. He's a bit more of the McLaren driver. Two laps remaining. The drivers who drew a perfectly clean race according to the game are Calces, JK Bass, Edwi, Moisefish, Tariels, and props also to the AI of KRSC. And Jeans now is very close to JK Bass, he gotta watch out. Chances of winning the race are fading away slowly. And also the chances to lose the second place on track, but he will anyway get the back with the penalties. Calces needs to make a mistake to give JK Bass the lead, or if that won't happen, he will have a 100% chance to win this race. He has a better pace, he's 7/10 ahead. The final lap starts now, and let's see who gets the first win of the season. Yeah, tires are fading away now from JK Bass. And let's follow the last lap with Calces, which is using all of his power to secure the win. Great tire management anyway from JK Bass, but it isn't over yet. Calces risks a penalty, but he can afford to drive more slowly, taking the corners more carefully. He has a pretty much healthy lead on JK Bass. Tambar has retired. Meanwhile, he's still. Oh! G-Ins and Just Force! Oh! Just Force try to make a move on G-Ins. They both go into the gravel. No one hit the wall, and Calces gets the first race win of the season. Calces wins the Australian Grand Prix. What happened between G-Ins and Just Force? There will be many reports on the Discord, I think. Wow, what a close call at the end. It could have gone a lot worse, but I don't think no one will report Calces for anything, and he can stay safe that he has won this race. JK Bass comes P2, but with his head that remains high. Good performance also from him. Tarils and KRSC still to cut the corner. They do now. Oh, what happened at the end? The AI crashed on the cooldown lap. Jeans gets the driver of the day, and now let's enjoy the podium party. So this season has started like the last one finished. Calces on P1 on the top step of the podium, followed by JK Bass. His first win at his first race with McLaren. So this is the final race classification. I thank you everyone, guys. Oh, meanwhile to drivers for Denmark on the top step on the first two positions. Thanks everyone who have followed the race with us. Don't miss later on Tire 1 and Tire 2. See you next week with Premier Tire. Bye guys, stay safe.